What's up, superstars? We're back. Gonna do a little video today with just some tips and stuff for how I clean my Alcantara and leather seats in my car. So yeah, it's a pretty easy process. Alcantara is basically a synthetic material that tries to mimic like a suede type. It's just easier, lasts longer and stuff, and it's actually not too hard to clean and stuff. Well, you don't need to be that scared with it, to be honest, because it's not really leather. So what do I use? You can use different types of products. Most people, when they like cleaning leathers and stuff like that, you try and use like something that's pH neutral. You don't want to start running colors and stuff like that. If something's too harsh, it might draw colors out of materials, and put it on. Let's say it takes it from the leather and puts it onto the Alcantara, vice versa. So I just use I'll show you the brand that I use. You can get whatever, but I use this, like, it's basically, what is it called? Yeah, an interior shampoo. Basically this stuff, mate, you can use it everywhere, like all parts of the car. I'll use this to clean the Alcantara bits. So just little bowl, some warm water, not soapy. So just a little bit of warm water. Take a microfiber, and I'll clean. You can spray it directly onto the Alcantara if you want to, or you spray it onto the microfiber and then wipe it off. And you can leave it. I'll show you what I do. Sometimes you just wipe it in the direction that you want it to dry in, just so it looks a little bit nicer. But like I said, it's a synthetic, it's not leather, so you don't actually need to be that, it's like resistant to scratching and all that kind of stuff. So it's not actually as scary as people think, to be honest. It's an expensive option to add to your car, but it's a synthetic. You need to be more careful with the leather on the bolsters and stuff. What's up, little guy? He's coming in to come see what I'm doing. What's up? Yeah, so basically I've got a leather cleaner too, so I use this. You can use all leather, you can use whatever brand you want, but like I say, make sure it's not harsh and it's not gonna cut into the leather a bit too much. And then I use this to sort of feed the leather afterwards. Same thing, you can buy multiple different kinds. This just smells nice, smells like a little bit coconutty, reminds you of being on holiday or something. Yes, I'll clean that, but this is more just going to show you guys how to clean the Alcantara, and you don't really need to be that scared. It's a little bit warm outside, so it's quite cool. If I clean it now, it'll be able to dry if I leave it in the sun and stuff like that. You don't need to soak it and use like people are using like a wet vacs and stuff like that. If your seat's really bad, you can do those type of things, but think about when people spray all these things and they soak them. All that stuff goes through the part, like through the material and into the foam and stuff like that that's in your seat. And there's fun to get. I just don't want the rubbish to go seep deeper in. So that's why I like to just do it with the cloth and then just wipe it. You'll see it's just not, you don't need to be that scared about it. That's what I just want to try and get across. But yeah, let's do it. Shouldn't take too long, shouldn't put too much water, shouldn't be too wet. So it should be able to dry naturally. So we should be all good. But I've seen a few people ask the question, so it might be worth a watch. Okay, stick with the superstars. Okay, so let's see if you can see. There's a little mark for a bit of, don't know, some beauty juice or something. I don't know what that is. A little bit of marks there. I mean, it's not in terrible condition. I don't know how that looks on camera, but we'll soon see if we can get it better. Some of that's just marks from. So you got to vacuum them first, just to get off all the other bits of dirt. And then yeah, so we'll see how they clean up. I mean, these things aren't terrible, but there's a couple of little marks, but I don't think the camera's picking them up. But here you can see one, a few here. See, that's a property there, like they try and mimic the suede with regards to its direction, all that little feel. But yeah, let's give it a whirl with this cleaning stuff, and I'll just show you how to do it. Okay, superstars. Got the camera balancing, pretty precariously here in the middle, just trying to get you a nice view, really. Okay, so what have I got? So I've got to use, the reason why I use these as well is they just work for me. I haven't had any issues with them, so you can go ahead and buy these. They're not very expensive either. I promise you, it's a Halfords job. You don't need to worry about, you'll find Auto Glim stuff all day, and same with Maguire stuff, you'll find it all day. And the companies have been around for a while, so if they say, the products that they say in the back there, you know, the ingredients that they use should be true. Okay, so yeah, I'd use a microfiber to do this, to do the wiping part. Got my little bowl of warm water. Now with regards to the microfiber, you could wash it before. I've washed these already because I've used them before. So this is just with regards to like colors running and stuff like that into your material. So this is a dark grey, so I chose a blue. If I had a grey one, I'd use a grey one. Just to, yeah, if this basically did run colour into your seats and they were cream, it would ruin it, wouldn't it? So yeah, so just I'd be careful with things like that, to be honest. So yeah, so got the warm water. The warm water, wire warm. Maybe it'll help release a couple of grease. If you have any like bits of grease, and the warmth might just, you know, help bring that up. Well, like I say, okay, so less of the talking, more the doing, I suppose. Give this a bit of a shake, vacuum all this. Try and keep it all in one direction so you can see if you've got any marks. You can see a couple. Can you guys see that? It might not be bringing it up in the camera, but I hope it will be. So there's a couple of dots and stuff here. So you can spray directly onto it. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to dab a tiny bit. I've just got the warm water down the bottom here. Just going to dab a tiny bit of warm water. Spray this directly onto the microfiber. Now you can go in the direction, it's your choice how you want to do this. Already there you can see it took a lot of the moisture straight away. And like I say, it's synthetic, guys, it's not real leather, so you don't need to panic. It's not your favourite suede shoes. Now, this isn't leather cleaner, so I won't be cleaning the side of this, but if I touch it, it's not the end of the world, okay? I've got leather cleaner for that. You want a pH neutral thing for that too. Specific leather cleaners, nice. Looks after it a little bit more. Can you start to see? Can you guys see anything? I'm gonna put it. Still moist. Spray a little more. Okay. Now if there's like a stubborn spot, so where were those stubborn spots? Now I've wetted. Try and see if I can see them. I'll just show you anyway, show you that it doesn't break it. You can spray direct. The thing is, I don't want to put tons of water into this, guys, because like I told you, it'll take absolutely forever to dry. And then, yeah, then the stuff will soak into the foam underneath. Sorry, I need to concentrate when I'm talking. Not making much sense. This is half the problem. If you're trying to get rid of smells, this is the issue. These guys are like soaking through the fabric. It's going into the foam, and the smell's staying in the foam, superstars. It ain't coming out. So when I see these guys soaking these things, it really freaks me out. This is where the crack. It's where the real booty juice goes, in the back down here. And you can go different directions. So let's say I had a, there we go. There's a little spot there. Don't know if you can see that. Okay. So there's a little spot. So what I'll do is I won't just go in one direction. I'll go in multiple directions to try and really lift it. Circular, however you want. Start to look at the part. Make sure you're not damaging the actual. Sometimes you'll get like gluey, like greasy stuff, and that's probably people with chewing gum or sweets or sugary melted sugar or something. But yeah, you can really go to town with wiping these. Yeah, make sure you're not bringing that fabric can be locked in there, don't it? It feels like it's actually through. That's not a mark. Something coming through the Alcantara, I think. Okay. Maybe I'll hit this bit here just a little bit more. Because like I say, once it goes grey like this, you can't really see much. There's a couple of drips of water on there. I just want to really get this bit nice and moist. I'm not going in really hard, but neither am I being really soft on it either. And all you guys in your Beamers and Golfs, all those cars where you're getting the Alcantara option, that's all that it is. It's just a synthetic suede, like trying to replicate suede really. So you guys can clean it all like this. This is a specific, you know, for an STI seat, but any Alcantara you do this with. And like I say, I use this product, so anyone I would say to, you know, that's the only one I'd really recommend. Or something of like a household name, like a person that's been around for a while. Because all these new companies, you just don't know what their testing procedures are like and stuff. Okay, so you can also get yourself another microfiber to dry off just a little bit of the excess. So the back of this hasn't touched anything, so I'll just give that a wipe, just to aid the drying process really. Honestly, it'll make a difference. It'll dry quicker. And then this is the thing where I was telling you about the way people brush it and all that kind of stuff, using aggressive brushes and stuff. You don't need to. This would work. But what I do is I dry it in an angle, you know, when the last bits of rubbing I do, I just rub it at a certain angle. Just try and bring it up as much as I can. Okay, that looks pretty cool. Okay, so let's have a look at the back. See if I can move the camera for you so you can see the back. Saying that, it was fun. Okay, so yeah, let's do the back of this then. Okay, give me a second. Make sure I don't bang the car. Okay, so can you guys see? Yeah, it looks alright. Okay, so let's give it another wipe. Yeah, like I said, I just brush in direction, just the direction that I want it to really dry. And once you set your butt on there, it'll all move anyway. Hopefully you guys can hear me. Okay, so same thing, it's still wet. It's not obviously warm anymore, but hey ho. Oh, let's put a bit more moisture into it. Not be shy. But like I said, don't drench it, guys. You just need just a little bit. Don't go mental. And when I say drench it, I mean don't drench it in the water. Just take forever to dry. I'll try and get it a bit moist first, and then I'll just wipe over it like we said in different directions and stuff in a bit. This is perforated here, so your vacuuming is going to bring up the crap behind it, but you'll normally get a lot here on the headrest and stuff. And people, if you have, like when I first came this, I don't know if it was like gel or something, lots of gel and stuff in the headrest. Hopefully this isn't actually too noisy with this sound of this. Okay, I'm just going to moisten up a little bit more. This is just me putting my fingers into warm water a bit and literally splashing it absolutely everywhere. Just clean that up a bit. Yeah, because you don't want to start leaving that everywhere. Okay, so like I say, this, let's say there's a lot of gel, like you have a lot of gel in your hair, your head sits back there and it starts to really build up with rubbish. This is when I do that. So try and get it a bit moist first, and we'll rub around it in a sec. You can see the way when I change directions with the cloth, how the colour changes. And that's just the nature of the material, right? Like I say, we don't want to be soaking this. We need to try and bring it to dirt. I've cleaned these seats a few times now anyway, and quite deeply too, so I'm not expecting mine to be terrible, but yours might be, especially if they're black and stuff. Oh, here he says he's just wetting everything up. Yeah, if I go and make like spillages, then I'll just go up and dry it up while I can. See, if I start getting stuff off of the seats, pick it off, because you don't want to go start rubbing that back in. And this is when guys who clean cars for a living are going to start freaking out again. He's messing them up. You ain't messing this up, bro. It's synthetic. It was designed to take butts rubbing on it and backs rubbing on it for a long extensive periods of time. So don't be too shy. Okay. I think you guys get the gist, yeah? So that's how you do it. Let's treat this. This has probably got a little bit of back sweat in it. And you know what the nicest thing about this Autoglym, this interior shampoo? It smells quite nice. It's not bad. It's not like a deodorant smell. It's not like crazy. It hasn't got too much of a smell to it, but it's nice. Pleasant. Pleasant. So remember, guys, back here you might need a bit more water, a little bit more product, maybe some directly sprayed on. But like I said, I've done this before, so I knew I knew it wouldn't be too bad. Okay, so now we're going with the dry part. Just taking off the excess. Look, I wouldn't do this now and then go drive the car. It's going to be sat for a bit now. It's quite sunny, so the rest of the afternoon is going to be warm. So I'll go park it now in the sun, crack the windows a little bit, and then it'll dry up nice. And I'll do my other seats as well. Everything for a video, superstars, everything for a video. You know what I'll do as well, actually, while we're here? I'll give you guys some bonus footage. Let me show you the leather clean quick. Give me a second to show that to you. Okay, let's clean the leather. So now this, when I clean the leather, it's going to be a different product. As we spoke about before, it's the leather cleaner. Okay, different cloth. And we'll clean this bolster, it's showing up quite nice. And I'll just clean this bolster, and I'll also quickly show you what I feed it with regards to that Maguire stuff. It's pretty cool. It smells beautiful, absolutely beautiful. So this here, no warm water and stuff. This is just the product, same thing. You can either go direct. Look, now with this, I prefer to go, be careful you don't get over, like lots of overspray. I say be careful, like nothing's going to break, so don't panic, but you might leave a little bit of residue if you use this to clean the Alcantara. Okay, so this is direct. Sometimes if there's, like, you see like a little bit of darkness in the cracks, this is just a bit damaged from people, guys getting in and out. But if, like when I first got it, like in between the cracks, you'll see like a brown, like a just discoloration. That's normally like grease and build up of just rubbish. So you need to actually rub it quite hard and quite aggressively to get that stuff out, and it'll foam up. And like I say, inevitably I'm going to touch the side of this, yeah. So I've still got my other cloth with from the Alcantara, you know, from cleaning the Alcantara earlier. So we've just got that in hand, and I'll give it a little wipe around afterwards, if I need to, if I think I've gone onto the Alcantara a bit too much. It's the same thing, because of the cracks, you'll go in different directions and stuff like that. Just showing you this little test piece, just so you know. So what am I using here? So I'm 3 products in here. And then same thing, you're going to use the back of the cloth. If you have multiple cloths, then just use another cloth, obviously. And just take off the residue. Now, we're not going to find anything on these seats because they are clean anyway. These little white dots, I don't know what they are, it's like bits of like paint, I don't know what it is. I can't get it off, and neither do I want to like scratch into it because I don't want to damage it. The seats, you know, they're a bit old, you know, a bit old cars, you know, they're the age of the car really, from 2008, so yeah, they're not the youngest seat. The leather's, you know, feeling it. And I'm going to show you this quick too. Like I say, this stuff smells beautiful. Okay, so you get like a little applicator pad. This kind of stuff I would leave off of my seats. Like I'm not going to leave the applicator pad on my seats and stuff, just because it's sort of like feeds the leather. I use a lot of these type of things on like my motorbike jackets and stuff. And my other motorbike jacket one doesn't actually smell that nice. I was thinking of chucking this on there, to be fair. This stuff smells beautiful. So just, yeah, just rub a little bit of it in here. I mean, what is it called? Ultimate Leather Balm. Cleans and conditions and protects. Now, yeah, I wouldn't use this to clean with it. I want to get the debris off into the cloth. I wouldn't want to clean it with it. This is just onto a nice clean surface. Same with this, you don't really want to rub this on here, but it ain't breaking nothing, so don't panic, guys. That's why I'll go right to the edge. I'm not scared. Not afraid, bro. Not afraid at all. A little goes a long way with it, but I douse it. It smells beautiful. It smells absolutely beautiful. It'll stay like this. It'll stay like shiny, and if you leave it overnight, I've noticed, I've come to it in the morning, it's gone. It's like it's soaked into the leather. But if you had to drive, let's say in an hour or two, you're gonna feel something. And I've had a tasty one where I drove it once and had it on my steering wheel. Yeah, it's slippery. So just be careful. Now here we've got a bit of damage. Keep putting this stuff in here all day, and there's material behind there. So all that's doing is that's just soaking it up. So just use common sense, really. So there we go. Hopefully that looks cool. So like I say, let's say I touched something else, then I'd go back, get my other cloth. I just want to try and make sure I keep everything nice here. Yeah, so what I'll do is I'll grab my other cloth, see which bit was it wet, but with the cleaning stuff. I'll go down the edge. For instance, I haven't really touched much there, and I'll do that. I'm going to do that. Another wipe over, take the dry bit. And just keep everything in that one direction, like I told you, the direction you want it to dry in. Just so it looks cool for your first sit back in the car. Because after that it'll all go to pot anyway. Like I say, when I lean over it like this now, it's not going to look the same. Okay, so hopefully that was useful, guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Get those products. It is what it is. Superstars, let's keep going. Okay, let's show you guys after. Okay, you can see the glossiness. This will go away in a day or two. But it's nice and soft to the touch. I just put some of that stuff on the steering wheel so you can see it's all shiny, but like I say, that'll go away. Yeah, no damage, no tears. Looking smooth. Let's show you the back. When I do it, I do all the little bits of Alcantara and stuff because there's loads of little bits everywhere. You can see it comes out nice. Pretty cool, huh? I even do, and then when I put that leather care stuff, I put it on the back of the seats and basically everywhere. But yeah, pretty smooth. Looks nice and clean and smells gorgeous as well.